So I just got these Alupsec 82 pack of Christmas tree ornaments. I'm so excited. I wanted something looking a little bit old-time Christmas, vintage Christmas, classic Christmas, something like that. And I think these are gonna do the trick. So it does come in this cute little box right here. So this is what they all look like. I'm gonna be putting them on this tree right behind me just to see if 82 pieces is enough to fit a 7-foot tree. I do have more ornaments, but I wanted to keep it cohesive, so hopefully this will be enough for this tree. But I'll show you each one as I'm putting them on, just so you can see each piece up close. So I wanted to start with this bow one because that was the one that caught my eye first. It is so pretty, very vintagey looking. I usually pick one that's like my centerpiece one, and then I'll work my way out from there. And then we have a little choo-choo train. It looks very similar to the bow, same colors, just in the shape of a train. All right, so they do give you 2 of these little gift baskets. They have this sparkly green on them and sparkly gold, and then this big bow on top. And you do get 2 of those. Next, we have 2 of these green bulbs. By the way, all of these are shatterproof, so you don't have to worry about these falling and breaking, and kids or pets getting into it. They're super safe. They are shatterproof. Just to prove it, I'm gonna throw it on the table really quick. There we go. And no dents, no breakage at all. But yeah, these are what the green ones look like. Now we have these red and green and gold. I love these. These really remind me of like a vintage Christmas. It looks like something your grandma would have on her tree, and it gives me so much nostalgia. But there are 2 of those ones. Now we have these gold ones. There are 2 of these as well, and they're just simple gold color, but they have this really cool texture that gives it that pattern. I just think that's so pretty. It's kind of like a pine cone or a snowflake pattern. Last one out of the big bulbs. This one's very similar to the last one, but just a little bit of a lighter gold, not so yellowy. And then it has a similar pattern, but smaller. But yeah, there's 2 of those as well. Now we're on to the medium-sized ones. This is what these look like. They have these pretty gold sparkly stars on them. Next, we have the sparkly gold pine cones. There are 3 of these ones. They're about the same size as the one I just showed you, but a pine cone shape instead. Before we get into the small bulbs, there is this Christmas tree one. I love this. It was at the bottom of the box, so I didn't notice it at first, but this one's one of my favorites. So we're gonna put that almost front and center. We are on to the smaller bulbs. So we have these little gold sparkly ones, and then these red and gold sparkly acorns. There's 2 of those. We get 4 just plain red shiny bulbs, 5 of these shiny red stars. There were actually 8 of those. These ones were just at the bottom of the box. And then the same amount of the gold ones that match the red ones. So I think I'm gonna be right. I think there's gonna be just enough for the front half of this tree. So I've been focusing on the front of the tree, but this is all that we have left. We have a ton of these sparkly red snowflakes, a handful of the gold snowflakes, half and half bright yellow gold and matte gold stars, and then a handful of these red and gold little teardrop shaped bulbs. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting those all on the tree, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. All right, we are all done decorating this tree, and this is what it looks like. I absolutely love all these little ornaments. They are so vintagey looking. I love that they're unbreakable too, because I am so clumsy, and I have 2 dogs. So I love that these will not break and shatter. But yeah, I only had enough to cover the front half of this 7-foot tree. So if you have a 7-foot or bigger tree, you'd probably want to get 2 packs. But for right now, it's fine. I'll probably get another pack eventually. But for right now, when you walk in, it still looks super pretty. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful and you enjoyed watching it.